Headingley leads ahead, trailing by 10 points to 6, and referee Russell Smith calling the two captains, Chris Joynt and Iestyn Harris, to him at the start of this second half as Graham Murray makes his way to his position here in the main stand. And I'm sure that Russell Smith has had a visit from the referee's performance director Greg McCallum during that half-time break, and the law has obviously been laid down now by the official to the two captains. No more messing around at the play of the ball, or there'll be more penalties forthcoming. And there is the first of the second half for a high tackle by Vila Matautia.
He shakes his head in total disbelief. Well, it certainly went on to the chest and then up into the chin. Composed Ellery Hanley there. Why not? With very limited opportunities in that first half, they still hold that 4-point lead.
Indeed so. Limited opportunities, limited possession, and it's following much the same pattern in the opening moments here. Leeds, of course, with first use of the football this set of 6. This is Sheridan. He finds Godden, and Godden is tackled well by Tuilangi, and also there was Cunningham. Here now is Daryl Powell. Iestyn Harris, I beg yours. This is Andy Hay, and Andy Hay tackled by Joynt, Newlove, and then Tommy Martin coming in to add his weight to the tackle. Gets to his feet on the last. Newton at dummy half. This is Powell. He slides the kick through. Matthew was taken out by Tuilangi. Aitchison just stabs the ball dead. Matthew lying prone on the ground, asking why there's no penalty forthcoming.
Interesting little kick through there. Well, did Tuilangi definitely took a step in front. Either way, fullback Paul Aitchison says, let's get out of here. This will be the dropout.
Well, Tommy Martin.
A nice build-up, I must say, from Leeds there. And it looks like that Graham Murray, the coach, has said, let's try to keep it running. This is a key man.
Harris to Hay, one-handed. He claws it to his body, and he tries to go round Sonny Nicol, and he tries to go round Tommy Martin, but can't. 20 metres out, plays the ball to Newton. He gives it to Sheridan. On it goes to Matthew. Matthew's all wrapped up by Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe went to try and pinch that ball. Didn't come out. Here's Newton. Newton all wrapped up by Kieran Cunningham. The two big rivals, of course, for that Great Britain jersey. That's a great ball to Godden. He's got support there from Powell. Powell scores! A more expansive start from the Leeds Rhinos, and Powell with the try levels matters up right at the start of this second half. Daryl Powell having a magnificent year for the Leeds team. He sat out the Huddersfield game last week, but he's come up with 4 points here.
Well, he's one of the very few stars in the first half. Good work though by the centre, Brad Godden. As soon as he offloaded, he sucked in 2 would-be tacklers, and as soon as it was given away, Long went down there. Iro, as soon as he got to him, well, Chris Smith went far too high. And Daryl Powell, he just keeps going on and on and on, does this guy.
He does indeed. He turned 34 years of age on Wednesday, and he is enjoying his football as much now as ever, and his coach Graham Murray will have enjoyed that start to the second half. Scores a level. Iestyn Harris then, 3 from 3. They've all been penalties from bang under the sticks. This far more difficult. And he's just pulled it the wrong side of the post. But it's level at Headingley. Start of the second half, 10-10.
Once the centre had sucked in the 2 would-be tacklers, there was always going to be an opportunity, and Daryl Powell looped around to accept the ball, went low. What a try, they needed that. They knew it too.
Well, let's get the half-time news from the dressing rooms. Here's Bill Arthur.
Ellery Hanley, the St Helens coach, hoping that his side see a little bit more of the ball in their possession in this second half, and then Saints believe they can show what they're capable of. Saints do make the point that they spent most of the half, in the first half anyway, on the back foot defending. Now they'd like to do a little bit of attacking and make use of the supremacy they've got in terms of numbers. As far as Leeds goes, well, that's the perfect start for Graham Murray and his men. The emphasis in that Leeds dressing room at half-time was on the word fight, because Leeds know that they're up against it down to 12, up against a rampant Saints side, and they really have got to dig deep, and if they can come up with points when the possession is theirs, so much the better.
Well, these two sides produced 28 touchdowns between them last weekend against Huddersfield and Hull respectively, but this, with all due respect to those two sides, is a much different kettle of fish. And Powell hacked the ball forward and it sailed out on the full.
He was committed there. Tommy Martin scooting in underneath, got his foot. Just committed tackle by the standoff. Crowd didn't like it, they thought that he'd come in late. You could see by the replay it was all right.
Cunningham to Long, on it goes to Tuilangi, bounced off Glanville, nearly bounced off Newton, Matthew coming in as well. Here's Cunningham, now Nicol, running strongly tonight, good tackle by Glanville, flying leap also by Godden. Godden tangling with Nicol on the ground, here's Cunningham, great run from Cunningham, the Saints hooker, super run.
Took full advantage there. They were just messing around at the play of the ball and off he went.
Iro, New Love trying to step out of the challenge of Powell, couldn't do so. Golden could have been done for a flop then. Iro, this is Martin, went for a long kick. Oh, that's great chase by Long. He dabbed it to the in-goal area in the end, invited the chase from Long, and Long was up to the task.
Beautiful kick by Tommy Martin, who deliberately was aiming for those pads around the goalposts. It's a move that quite a few Super League clubs utilise, and Tommy Martin deliberately aiming, just didn't get it. But once it hits that padding, it can bounce anywhere.
So it's a drop out underneath the Leeds posts, and Yestin Harris is now content with the football. Drops it to the halfway line, Long's underneath it, and here comes Matautia. Glanville waited for him. What a run from the big St Helens substitute. Newton can be done here. Matautia also could have been done because he was crawling forward on all fours after the tackle was effected. This is Cunningham again. Martin's on the diagonal run, gives it to Long, he gets away from Newton, comes back, goes round Hay. Glanville was there and a good job too.
Newton was pretty late going into that tackle too.
Cunningham teasing with them, gives it to Joint.
Good passage of play by the Saints. They're looking confident.
Here's Long again. Long for a one-pointer, charge down by Matthew. Ball went back and Farrell has it for Leeds. Well, Long took aim and it was a good charge down. Here's Cummins.
Good option as well. They get the ball back from the kick-off if it would have sailed over, but a good charge down in the end. Now then, we'll just spark some open play. We haven't seen much so far.
Maybe as the players on both.
Oh, what a big hit!
Tuilangi on Golden. Maybe as the players tired, I was about to say, we'll see some of that expansive play that these two are renowned for, but at the moment it's all muscle, and you saw that there with Tuilangi's tackle and then by Iro. The kick over the top, straight down the throat of Sullivan. Here's a man with speed, Sullivan down the line, he's outstripped. No, he hasn't. Golden gets back and puts in a copybook tackle. Looked like he had him then, Sullivan. Saints though on a roll, bounces in front of Smith. It's trapped then by Long, who took his time, straightens it up.
Great run though by Anthony Sullivan. It was not the best kick, it was right down his throat. He took it on the burst.
Sculthorpe put to ground 10 metres out. Terry Newton been withdrawn by Graham Murray as Martin gives it to New Love. Great power, and it needed a good tackle to hold him out. Look for the penalty. Cunningham to Martin, quick hands to Iro, even quicker hands to Sullivan.
Knock on.
Oh, it went backwards, says the referee. Oh, there's another contentious one.
Deary me, today we saw one early in the first half that went over the shoulder of Ryan Sheridan.
Last tackle, Martin slides it through in goal again. Oh, and almost a blunder by Martin Masella. It was Marcus St. Hilaire, I beg your pardon.
Well, the substitute has only been on for a few seconds. but he came to the rescue there. But really, it should not have been. That was a deliberate knock-on, I thought, from Anthony Sullivan.
Cummins. Sculthorpe does well. Offside, though, against the Saints at the play of the ball.
They want to get on with it. And referee Russell Smith wanted to see whether there was any advantage. Look on the face there. But Paul Sculthorpe.
Oh, Harris has gone for a big boomer downfield. He's found touch. Thought for one awful moment from the Leeds captain's point of view was going to bounce back in the field of play. He knew what he was doing. Look at the kick and look at the ground he's made. Here's Matthew. 10 metres from the line. Sheridan in at dummy half. 10 minutes, second half gone. It's with Harris. Back on the inside to Farrell, who will straighten it up. Ball was taken down.
Knocked down deliberately. That should be a penalty.
Oh, it's a knock on.
He's given the knock on. Oh, now they've spoken to him and he's given another.
Well, Yestin Harris was furious about the knock on up the other end. Now he's furious about this.
Metaltier deliberately knocked the ball away with a two-man tackle. But they have lost their cool as the Rhinos.
Here's Chris Smith.
Oh, that's a high one.
And he's got him for it.
This will explode, Eddie. He's losing it completely. This will explode. They are so frustrated at the players. Harris is pointing the finger. Glanville went high.
Listen to me a minute, please. And I looked at the touch. Listen.
He grabbed at him.
Seen the tackle.
Definitely across the face.
The ball's on my blind side, okay?
Well, Russell Smith has got the devil's own job to calm the tempers here.
Well, to be fair, you can't blame the referee on that incident where the ball was knocked down. The touch judges are there to help.
And Russell Smith pointed that out. That's a good tackle though by Andy Hay. He was on the blind side, said Russell Smith. He needed help. Oh! Andy Hay went for a haymaker on Metaltier.
Well, he should be sent off. This has got completely out of control. Andy Hay has just taken a massive swipe.
The touch judge is on, and Russell Smith wants to talk to him. Oh, dear me, it's a good job he missed.
But the intent was there. Well, if Adrian Morley got sent off just because he connected.
Andy Hay did.
Andy Hay, it was a penalty to him, right. Andy Hay himself.
Has he actually caught him? Managed to put a report, or is it?
Well, I think it just reached a penalty. It was just a petrol intact.
At this point here.
Andy Hay
Andy!
is wanted by the referee.
Step back, please.
He missed, thank the Lord.
Back up, please.
Well, how on earth did referee Russell Smith miss that? It was right in front of him.
You've got to get control of your actions. If you disagree with what I'm going to give, that's fair enough. But when ball's gone, don't go back at the player. The touch has just spotted it. Well, he shot it all the way down.
Penalty to St Helens on halfway.
Well, a lot of these players now have just thrown away the game plan. This is look after yourself out there. And St Helens should make full use of it.
18 penalties in the match again. That could have been another one. It was high on Nicol. It was by Martin Masella. Cunningham. Long. Martin. Chualange! Martin dummy half. Sculthorpe. Oh, high again. Masella on Sculthorpe.
You can see the mouth guard just come straight out of Paul Sculthorpe's mouth. There's some cheap shots going on out there.
Long. Joint back on the inside. That's a better tackle from Andy Hay, but he can be penalised. He's going to be all over him, and he is. Andy Hay is penalised again, and Saints are saying he should be in the bin, and the referee will agree.
Well, Chris Joint was using the elbows.
Well, now
he's retaliating. I told you they're losing the plot completely. Here to go. There's the elbow. Then's the other elbow. I know he's trying to get up and do it.
Well, Leeds now down to 11, and Graham Murray. Penny for your thoughts. And they now have a two-man advantage, is what Ellery Hanley is telling his players via John Myler.
And they're taking the right option to get the 2 points on offer. take the lead yet again.
So Sean Long from bang in front. This to give St Helens the lead once more. And he gets 2 more points to the St Helens cause. 12 points to 10. A rigorous, no-nonsense encounter here at Headingley between the teams in 2nd and 3rd place in the table. It is not a showpiece by any stretch of the imagination. But Steve-O, any moment now, light the blue fuse, and we'll all have to stand well back.
I think it's been lit a long time ago, Eddie.
11 against 13. Let's hear from Bill Arthur on the sideline where it's all happening.
Well, Eddie, is evidence of further concern in both coaching camps at the way this game is threatening to get out of hand and the short tempers on display. A message has just gone out to Saints winger Chris Smith just to keep his cool, because he has a notoriously short fuse. As Andy Hay was leaving the pitch then, heading for the sin bin, there was just a little bit exchange of words between the two, and really it's just going to take something silly like that to spark another conflagration.
Well, 2 ex-Castleford players, and Newlove loses it under the pressure. Oh, there was nearly a haul extend, but Cummings, quick thinking, did well. Matautia is charging in on these tackles.
He got them out of a real hole there. They were not concentrating, Leeds.
Harris to Golden. Golden is hauled down. Sheridan. Powell looks for width and gets it to Godden. Godden, back it goes to Powell. Here's Masella. Steps inside to Elangi. Masella gets to within 10 metres of the line again. Tackle is completed standing up. Plays the ball to Sheridan. Here now is Farrell. Farrell, it's all one-man rugby by Leeds at the moment, and I suppose with 11 on the field, all they can do.
Yustin on the blind side.
Here he is. Harris. Harris.
What a big hit.
And somebody's down.
He took the ball away. 2-man tackle. Penalty. Tommy Martin doesn't believe it. He finished up with the football.
Oh, someone's on the way. Another yellow card. Chris Joint now. The St Helens captain is on his way to the sin bin. Oh, this is pandemonium.
Harris has gone over for the try. Russell Smith says, hang on, he hasn't left the field yet.
Yes.
So therefore the game cannot start whilst he is on the field of play.
And so Yestin Harris, I think, now will take a cool ahead and will have a shot at goal.
This is the incident, and Tommy Martin definitely dragging the football. And you know, that was just at Matautia's left hand on the lead skipper. Martin was somewhat perplexed by the decision, but on the replay there, referee Russell Smith had seen that Matautia's left hand was on Harris's shirt. This is a pressure kick.
Is it ever? Well, this is only for 2 Super League points. The chances are these two will meet again in the playoffs. Harris levels the scores again. 12 all at Headingley. 11 of Leeds. And Graham Murray takes on the 12 of St Helens and Ellery Hanley.
How many times this season have we said that Leeds have had to dig deep? And this is definitely going to be one of them.
You wouldn't believe that Ellery Hanley was watching a match of such high emotion, would you? And the same must be said, to be fair, for Graham Murray. They are keeping their cool, while all around them are losing theirs.
Well, as Bill Arthur reported, there's been a lot of verbals out there. And I'm just worried about the last few minutes of this game. There could be a few square-ups.
I don't think we will hear the end of this match after the final siren, you know. 3 sin bins and a sending off. Sheridan up the middle to Elangi with a telling tackle.
Well, that's got to be a penalty.
And it is. And he's on his way. Well, the score's a level and now it's 11 aside. 4 sin bins, 1 sending off. We should have another score caption for that in the corner of your screen.
Just go back,
Well, this is interesting. Not my favourite colour, yellow. Neither is it the favourite of the fullback Paul Aitchison.
Well, yellow is the colour, and football, I'm afraid, is definitely not the game at the moment. 12 all. Harris, 4 from 5. That sort of night for the Leeds camp. And this 5 from 6, and for a 2-point advantage. 43 metres out, and Harris has missed, but they will get the ball back because it bounced off a St Helens player and went dead anyway.
Pressure kick from the Leeds skipper, it just went out wide. Now then, did he jump from the out of the field of play? He must have.
It's a drop out from the 20-metre line.
That's the reason why.
Found touch though with the drop out.
That'll be head and feed.
Head and feed to St Helens.
Well, this is everything, hasn't it, this game? Apart from fast-flowing football.
That we all expected.
Just shows you the pressure at the top of the league table.
Leroy Rivett has come on. Another attacking option for Leeds boss Graham Murray, and of course he's got the head shaved especially for the occasion with his number 22. Sean Long.
Send him up, Leeds, quickly, up!
Well, what they wouldn't give for a 4-try effort from Leroy Rivett.
Two, get up, lad!
Nicol looking for the penalty, gets to his feet. Cunningham, out it goes to Tuilangi. He turned his back on the tacklers, Farrell and Godden. Tuilangi plays it to Cunningham.
Did he knock on then?
Well, the Leeds fans say he did. This is Iro. Brushes Cummins away first. Gets away also from Sterling. Does well to release the pass. Perellini holds on to the possession for St Helens. This is boiling, this match, and it has been for an hour. Sculthorpe.
Saints are driving towards the sticks. Surely they'll go for the one-pointer.
Well, Sean Long is standing wide. Here he is. But no, he goes wide. Look forward to Tuilangi. Tuilangi out wide to Smith. He will score. Chris Smith will score. Everybody waits. Referee and touch screen. They discuss.
I can't take it back on the screen. I can't go back beyond the last play the ball. Yeah, I can't go back. So it's either you've seen enough on or you haven't. Okay, mate. That's fine. I can't go back.
He's going to give the try. Try is given. You heard the touch judge saying that maybe there was a knock on further back, but he could not go back. Only to the last play the ball. So the try for Smith is given. Oh, there's pandemonium at Headingley.
They thought that Long was going to go for the one-pointer. Instead, he sent the ball out wide. Tuilangi did well, and so did Smith. He got it down. Tremendous effort. They stood back, did Leeds, anticipating perhaps the kick. Tuilangi did well. Offload, sucks in the winger. Smith gets a vital 4-pointer. Strength of this man, you can see Sheridan couldn't stop him. Rivett had no option but to go in looking, which left the chance. It was a big hit there by St Hilaire, but to no avail. Chris Smith, they're delighted here.
Well, the Saints are, the Leeds aren't, because they say there was a forward pass, there was a knock on, and was there a hint of a fumble over the line by Chris Smith after the big hit by Marcus St Hilaire? Deary me, it's pandemonium here. And look at the faces behind Sean Long. The Leeds fans are furious. Missed the conversion. 16-12. Take a brave man to predict the winner here.
Well, this is the pass that the Leeds fans are claiming went forward, but it was okay. Tremendous power. Sheridan couldn't get to him. Rivett had to go for him.
When I look at him, it plays.
Bang! Good effort there by Smith. Was only inches away from the corner flag. But what a time to come up with a try. You have to give credit to this Saints side. Not many options, but they've come up with the tries when they needed them.
Yes, they've dug deep from start to finish. Here's the latest try scorer, Smith. Well, in all this, who will be the man of the match? 0660 10 10 13. Vote now. You could be on the way to Old Trafford in the grand final on October the 9th. 0660 10 10 13. Predict who the losing coach will choose as the man of the match. And I think you deserve a prize if you pick who the losing coaching staff will be.
Well, they look at someone that they deem was being responsible for their downfall. Can the referee get a vote?
Marcus St. Hilaire, tracked all the way by Tommy Martin. Newlove on his back as well. Here now is Cummins. Cummins! Ooh, almost there.
Good work though by the winger.
And great tackling by Martin and Perolini. Here's Paul Sterling. He's away from two. He can't get away from the next two. Sheridan. Well, no one's leaving Headingley. This match is far from over. Here's Rivette. Good tackle. Chris Smith. Godden. Inside to Powell. Powell. Well, they're claiming that was high by Newlove. Powell will agree maybe, but it looked as though it was over. And did Powell put a little knee in then on Newlove?
Well, they're at it again, aren't they?
Well,
nearly every tackle, Eddie, that Saints are doing, this crowd is going bananas underneath.
No, is this high? Yeah.
No.
It came up off the ball.
Chest, yeah.
He didn't like it, Powell.
And again, verbal.
And then a little knee or dig from Powell. Penalty to Leeds. No reason to go for two when you're trailing by 4, so Godden disappears under the challenge. Here comes Rivette. 10 metres out. This is McDermott. Oh, Nicol pulled him down from behind.
Straight over the head. He never played that.
He was being impeded. Harris! He's got Farrell, and Farrell under pressure puts it down. And Harris is complaining again to the referee.
Opportunity missed there. Through the dummy, Farrell back on the inside. Tuilagi just got in his way sufficiently for him to drop the football. And that is a nickel hit on McDermott. And that is definitely over the shoulder. Well, we said they were calm and collected. You could see there that Graham Murray is far from it.
Well, this is X-certificate stuff.
Keep it cool, buddy.
Cunningham. Oh, Sculthorpe juggled with it and held on somehow.
Well, I hope they've got an armoured car for Mr. Smith to get away from Headingley tonight.
Nicol. Big hit on him by Farrell and Golden. Cunningham at dummy half. Long goes back and up the middle, Sean Long. What a break, he's got Smith on his inside. St. Hilaire gets to him. He should have passed to Smith. Joins at dummy half. Here is Newlove. And Newlove trying to go on the blind side. Sullivan at dummy half this time. Into the arms of Long. Here's Martin. Martin, oh, cocky, out the back door to Cunningham. Dumped into the arms of Chris Smith again. Chris Smith! Chris Smith scores another! Chris Smith gets the try, his second for St. Helens, and the second in quick succession. The debate between coach and assistant goes on, and Chris Smith with his 11th try of the season. Has he scored a more important one than that? 2 in 6 minutes for Chris Smith, and suddenly the game has swung Saints' way.
They can thank this little fella, Sean Long. He at least has thrown and shown some skills tonight. What a great effort. He did take the wrong option, but they came up trumps in the end. Tommy Martin, superb offload. He took the gamble, and the hook at Cunningham. And Chris Smith knew he had the speed. He had the legs on everybody. Over the top. Come and get me if you can. And I tell you what, boys, you just can't. That has silenced the fans here. And again, the opportunity has arisen for the Saints, and they have taken it.
Well, this is his 50th St Helens appearance, Chris Smith, he has had to watch many, many times when Anthony Sullivan has stolen the headlines on the other flank. But tonight, it belongs to him with the tries, and this fellow, having come up with a little game-breaking run that maybe has won the match now for St Helens and projected them to second place in the table. Sean Long adds 2 more, 22 points to 12. St Helens with a very hard-earned victory now in their sights.
There you see 5 Leeds players and 2 just stranded out wide. And soon as the hooker Cunningham offloaded that, there was never any doubt this guy has got speed to burn. Pressure a mountain on Graham Murray.
A fumble by Iro. Leeds have only lost to Wigan on this pitch this year, but at the moment they're looking down the barrels of another defeat, this time by St Helens.
Well, can Leeds get back into this match?
Good run from Cunningham.
If some of the players perhaps just think that they have got losing pay, that's when they may start looking for the square up. This has been a real niggly game.
Tommy Martin is charged down by Powell. Well claimed again by Aitchison.
Back to 6.
Tommy Martin telling everybody around him just to calm it down. They've got the 10-point lead and there's less than 10 to go. Chris Smith.
It's the Rhinos have got to have the catch-up football.
Here's Cunningham. Who's the man of the match? 0660, 10, 10, 13. At the moment, you're looking for a Saint.
He's got to send him.
Godden.
Second attempt. Well, the referee's calmed down.
He's had a big influence on this match though, hasn't he, Russell Smith?
Sure has. He's bent the elbow more times than I've ever seen, I think.
Brad Godden doing exactly twice his average work in terms of tackling tonight. It's been that sort of game.
But good work by the St Helens forwards.
Tuilangi through another would-be tackle from Sheridan. Leeds are getting out-muscled here. And this is Long, and now it's with Newlove wrapped up by Cummins. Chris Joint will scamper away. Cummins is after him. Strong run again. Harris was there. Here's Newlove trying to pinch one down the blind side. Newlove. Now then, the ball comes back. The touch judge has got his flag up. And was the ball still in play? Says the referee. Well, Yeston Harris saying to Russell Smith he had his flag up, why is he going to the video? But it's wise of Russell Smith because Newlove could have squeezed this down.
Newlove went very close. Now, as the ball came away, you can't see from that angle. You will from this. Yeah, his arm hits the whitewash before he releases the ball.
Well, he was short. The ball came out.
You see the right arm of Newlove definitely hit the whitewash.
And Leeds get the head and ball at the scrum. The time's running out for them. Just over 7 to go, 7.5, and they're 10 points adrift. Well, they've waited for this game for a long, long time, have the Leeds Rhinos, since they were taken to the cleaners 3 days after the Challenge Cup final success at Knowsley Road, but it's not really gone according to script for them.
Well, to be fair to Saints, their scrambling defence has been absolutely superb. The possession that Leeds have had, and they still trail, and that's what I'm talking about. That's play on.
The ball's come out, this is Newlove, and he will score! And Harris and Nicol are disputing it, and Harris is screaming at the referee, Russell Smith.
He's got to be sent off. He's sent off.
He's gone. Oh no, it's yellow. Yellow for Harris.
Well, the skipper, he's lost the plot. The Saints fan behind the sticks are going absolutely bananas.
Was it 2-on-1 in the tackle? Harris said it was.
So was it a 2-on-1?
The referee has handed it on to the video referee.
Was the tackle complete and then the ball was lost? In which case there'd be a stop.
Did he lose it? Or was it dragged out?
Lost on impact.
Looked like it was lost from that angle.
Sure does. Spins around. Martin gets to him here. Nickel squeezes him. And I think that just rolls out. This will be try time. Quick thinking by Tommy Martin. Whips the ball away for the big centre. They're looking to see whether there's an arm in there, and I don't think there was. Well, what a controversial game this has been.
Watch the decision. Oh, the video referee says no try now. Well, they will talk about this one for weeks and weeks and weeks.
All for the wrong reasons, unfortunately.
I'm afraid you are absolutely right.
Justin Harris, I have never seen him go. He's just like a man possessed. He went berserk. Oh, hold on to your hats. Everything's going to happen here. McDermott tried to offload that ball. Well, he tried to deliberately offload it.
Referee didn't see it that way, and he's seen a lot differently to you and I and the 20,000 in here tonight. And I'm sure that Graham Murray will reflect on this for many, many weeks to come as well. 25 penalties again in this game. There could be 26. McDermott offloads to Sheridan.
That's what's wanted today, is being the tackling.
Another penalty. There's the 26th.
Tackle was complete. Well, a smile. He shakes his head. Ellery Hanley.
Powell. Here's Andy Hay. He breaks through. Support arrives from St. Hilaire. The scrambling defence slams the door shut again.
As I said, that's the reason why Saints will win this match.
Powell. Matthew. Terrific defence from St. Helens. The one thing you can admire tonight. McDermott. Tommy Martin felt that and still was brave enough to come back for seconds. We enter the last 5 minutes of the match. Powell, shaped to throw long. Tuilangi wraps him up. Powell plonks the ball down, plays it. Matthew, here's St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire up the middle, but there's no way through there tonight.
They really have been out-muscled. St. Helens not only digging deep, their forwards really have worked hard.
Last tackle this. Powell dabs it to the in goal, and it's claimed easily by Aitchison. Diffuses the bomb, calms him down, hangs on to the football. Graham Murray knows the sands of time are running out.
Good positional play by Paul Aitchison. Knew that Powell was setting himself up on the first receiver for the kick. Well, Ellery Hanley, he said that he is proud of his players,
He'll be
and rightly so.
Cunningham withdrawn. On comes young Paul Wellens. What a match to pitch a teenager into. All right, there's 4.5 or 4 minutes left for play. Perolini now. But you have to. Oh, Perolini does well. Gets it away to young Wellens. And Newton, in a combination with Leroy Rivette, hauls him down. That's a penalty. Terry Newton. Justin Harris on the sideline, in the sin bin. We won't be seeing him back on the field of play again. He's absolutely distraught. He has worn a furrowed brow from the second minute when Adrian Morley was red-carded by Russell Smith.
It's been a running battle between him and the official.
And the official won. I fought the official, and the official won.
Terry Newton's down.
Perolini isn't, not yet.
He came off second best on that tackle.
There'll be some bruised bodies after this. Here is Martin. Back it goes to Tuilangi. He's lost it. Andy Hay picks up, flicks it to Powell. Well,
they'll take the first knock on.
It's comedy capers.
No advantage. It's the man that couldn't keep control of it. But he's certainly made an impact as Tuilangi since he came off the substitutes bench. Had some good strong runs. Got looking for work as well. helping the forwards. What a great effort though by Saints.
Here's Andy Hay. Back it goes to Powell. And a lot of the Leeds supporters are making for the exits. I think they know that the game is up and Leeds are going to go down to only their second home defeat of the campaign. Matthew gets to his feet, 40 metres from his own line. Newton gives it then to McDermott. He flicks it back to St. Hilaire and he'll go up the middle. He's got support from Newton. Back it goes, trying to keep the ball alive, but Wellens has it back for Saints.
Catch-up football time, just throwing the ball just anywhere and hope.
Here's young Gareth Price, he's on as well. Another teenager. Martin. Iro goes round Godden. Steamrollers his way to the line. Iro. Smith with the hat-trick. That will wrap it up for Saints. Chris Smith with the hat-trick. Ellery Hadley has weaved the one. There's no doubt about that. His team have come out here and they have dug deep. All right, Leeds have played with 12 men for all of the game bar 2 minutes. But this is a victory for St Helens they will savour for weeks to come. All the way to the playoffs, I fancy.
Sheer strength of the centre, Kevin Iro. He's had a big game. The limited opportunities is certainly put to the test. What a hat-trick, what a game by Chris Smith. But look at the strength of this man. His nickname is the Animal. The sheer strength, pushing away. What a great try. Surely a smile, Ellery.
No, just a little tap, and there's a slight smile, but a little tap of the pen on the notebook. Chris Smith with his third hat-trick of 1999. It's a big win now. And Sean Long just trying to put a little icing on top of that cake. Sean Long has had a massive influence on this game. Kick successful. He salutes the supporters behind the sticks. 26 points to 12. 28 points to 12, beg yours. 28 points to 12 here at Headingley, and St Helens on their way to a great victory. And there's the full-time siren, and Ellery Hanley has come up with the goods again, shakes hands with one of his directors, takes the glasses off and makes his way downstairs to greet his players. Chris Smith with the hat-trick. Tommy Martin, down he goes. A great win for Leeds. Disappointment for Jamie Matthew, but the game now, as they hug each other as they leave the field, it has been tough, it's been torrid, it's been hard, but you cannot take away the fact that Leeds only got one try, St Helens got 5. Nigel Ashley-Jones and his coach, Sean Long. And Ellery Hanley is smiling now, and he'll be smiling all the way over the M62, and he's taking his players down to the St Helens supporters who have journeyed across here to be with their team. They're going to take the applause of their fans. Well, there you are. He's milking the situation for all it's worth. He has suddenly become the man of the people, and he is getting a real affinity with these supporters, Ellery Hanley. A famous, famous victory for them here at Headingley. Of course, Hanley's former stamping ground. Well, a reminder of what